Hello there and welcome back to my channel, or if this is the first video of mine you are seeing, then welcome. Over the past weekend, YouTube recommended a new creator to me. Well, now I say new. She's been posting for a while, but she's new to me. Like, I had never watched any of her videos before. And this particular video stood out to me because she did well, I say full face, but you know what I mean. Did her makeup, like very natural makeup, using only 3 products. And her name is Love Anna Victoria, by the way. I will have her channel and her video linked for you below, because even though after I watched this video, I went around and looked through YouTube and I saw a bunch of different kinds of videos like this. I mean, of course, natural makeup, but I mean specifically using a certain amount of products. I saw 3 products like what she did. I saw 4 products, and the majority seem to do at least 5 products. But the reason why I'm going to list her video and not anybody else is because hers was the first video I saw and where I really got this inspiration from, because I wanted to see what products that I could use to kind of create a very natural makeup look and only using as minimal product as possible. So I have 4 products here. Now I want to get into why I picked these 4 products alongside of me applying them. So the first thing, I am going to tell you each of the products, and then we're going to start applying them, and I'm going to mention exactly why I picked these. So we have the 4 here. Okay, it's really hard to show you these with my big hands being in the way, but I think they look so cute together. But what I'll do is I'll try to remember to take a picture of them all standing side by side, because they look very pretty and just very aesthetically pleasing to look at, or at least to me. So the first product I have here, I'm just going to go from the little shortest to the tallest. The first one I have here is from Makeup by Mario. This is one of his Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serums. This one's in the shade Rosewood Glow. Now you can't buy a mini of this particular shade. The only one you can buy a mini of is the shade Pink Glow. This one was available in a little Sephora birthday gift set, so that's why I have a mini of this particular shade. The next product is from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is the Camo Liquid Blush in Peach Perfect. Then we have the Versed Skin Solution Serum Concealer. And then we have the Versed Day Lash Lifting and Defining Mascara. So I'm going to zoom you in and I'm going to talk about why I picked all 4 of these products instead of anything else in my kind of, well, rather large makeup collection. Certain categories aren't really that big, but I do have quite a lot of options in some of these categories, so I want to talk about why I chose these particular 4 out of the array of items that I have. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is start out with a concealer. Now this one is from Versed. This is their Skin Solution Serum Concealer. This is in the shade 2N. The reason why I chose this one for 2 reasons. One, it's a serum concealer, so it's very lightweight. It's a very thin formula, and because I didn't pick a powder product, I wanted something like this that I can apply very little to keep it from creasing too much. Because the more you apply of a concealer, I mean, as with any products, of course it's going to crease more. Now, I expect to get creases no matter what, because I have lines under my eyes. I have lines on my lids. I mean, that's just going to happen. But applying as little of this as possible kind of helps to make those lines a little bit less pronounced if I'm not going in with powder. Now, if I was using a powder, then I could make that a 5th step, but I applied this makeup yesterday, and honestly, I felt like it looked really good considering that I didn't wear powder. Second reason why I chose this is the shade. This is a perfect match for my skin tone, and I think that's important if you're definitely going to be doing a natural makeup look. You want shades that are actually your skin tone. Now, yesterday when I applied this, I just used my fingers for everything, but I've seen some people take these little tiny little puffs like this and apply their concealer with this. I wanted to try that out today, but now yesterday I did apply this with nothing but my fingers. I didn't use anything yesterday. No brushes or like concealer brushes or anything. The only brush I used was a spoolie for the brows. That was it. But I am going to try applying it with this just to see if there is a difference. If anybody who has been following me for a while, you know how much I love, and I just use, that's one little teeny dot right there. You will know how much I love Tower 28. And you're probably wondering why I did not pick any of their products. I have a couple of reasons for that. Well, the first reason, and I'm just going to apply this on the under eye area. I just wanted to try this little puff out. I see people always applying concealer this way, and I wanted to kind of see what it did. Yeah, I guess it does apply it really well, but what I'm going to do is then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to lightly pat that in. And then I'm going to lightly tap whatever excess I have on my finger, which is not much at all, and I'm going to lightly take that over the lid as well. And that way it's a very, very thin amount. I don't really see a difference with that concealer with applying it with that little puff or my finger, so I'm just going to carry on using my finger then. Now I have a couple of reasons why I did not use Tower 28. Number one, the concealer I have from them is not the right shade. It's too light for me, and I feel like for a look like this, you definitely need your skin tone shade to make it look more natural, to make it look more seamless. Now, on camera, this looks a little bit too light for me because I can see it in my little viewfinder the way it looks like, but in person, it's like a perfect match. I think my skin's a little bit red this morning. I don't know why. See, when I did this makeup look yesterday, my skin was not red. It wasn't anything. So, of course, it picks today when I'm trying to show you this to be red. But okay, I keep getting off topic. But that is one of the reasons why I didn't pick Tower 28, because their concealer that I have, it's just not the right shade, and it would have definitely stood out. It would have been way too bright. I don't want that. I want something that looks like this that is my skin tone. Second of all, I wanted to think about this from the mindset of if I actually was a minimalist. And more than likely, if I was, well, now of course I wouldn't be branching out and trying a lot of brands, but I feel like another thing I would be doing if I was a minimalist is I would only use Leaping Bunny certified brands, because I feel like if I'm only picking a handful of products, that's something that I would want to look for. Now, for me, because I try all kinds of makeup, I'm not actually a makeup minimalist. I try all kinds of brands. As long as they're cruelty-free, that's good enough for me, whether or not they're certified. But I feel like if I was actually going through the effort of being a minimalist when it came to makeup and the amount of product I'm using, I would more than likely only want to use Leaping Bunny certified brands. Tower 28 is cruelty-free, but they're not Leaping Bunny certified. That was the first reason why I chose these particular products. All of these brands are Leaping Bunny certified. And I've already mentioned why I would use this particular concealer, and you can see it's my skin tone. Now that my face looks like it's going back to my normal, it's not too red, you can see it just blends in really easily, and it covers up enough for what I'm looking for. I accidentally applied a little bit too much on the lid over here, so that might crease a little bit more. But with makeup like this, I feel like I don't really care if it creases or anything. I mean, that's just not really the point. To me, it's wearing as little as possible. So the next thing here is from Versed. This is their Day Lash Lifting and Defining Mascara. This is in the brown shade. One thing that I really like about this mascara, it's a very natural mascara. It gives you like a very effortless, everyday kind of lash. I feel like Day Lash is an appropriate title. I haven't had any smudging or flaking with it, which that's like the biggest thing for me in mascara. And it holds a curl for me pretty well. But I just feel like it just gives you a little bit, on me, I feel like it gives me a little bit more length than volume. I don't know, that's just my experience with my type of lashes. But now, for me, I would prefer that. I don't really care so much if a mascara gives me volume. I much prefer length. And of course, I wanted a mascara that did come in a brown shade, like this right here, because that definitely is more natural if it comes in a brown shade, because it's not usually as harsh as a black mascara. Now, on my lashes, because my hair is just naturally dark, it still does look like a black, but it just looks like a softer black. But now if you have more light lashes, like your hair color is lighter, then a brown might show up as an actual brown on you. But I just think this is a very pretty, soft, dainty mascara. Another option that I had in mind, especially if you're sticking with the Leaping Bunny, is Ilia. The Ilia mascara is another excellent choice, and it comes in a brown or a black. And I want you to see it, see, that's just a very pretty, fluttery, simple lash, and you can just see the difference here. It's really pretty, it's effortless, and that's what I like. It's just a really lightweight mascara, and it is perfect for this type of look. That's why out of the ones I have open, this is another reason why I wanted to choose this one. Just put a little bit on the bottom too, not a lot. I don't really like a lot on my lower lash line, really. And that's kind of for anything. But it's just a really soft, natural mascara, and that's why I like it. Now, if you like a beefy mascara, you wouldn't like this one. You would probably rather go for a brand that has much more of a volumizing and lengthening formula. I feel like I'm probably over-explaining all of this, but I didn't want to just sit on camera and apply these products and be like, yeah, I picked this, here you go. I wanted to talk about why, because I feel like as someone who is not a minimalist when it comes to makeup in my collection, I wanted to actually discuss why I would pick the products that I have. Like, why are they, more relevant to this type of makeup look than any of the other products in my collection? Now, don't get me wrong, I could easily recreate this with my Tower 28 products if I had a different concealer shade. The concealer is really what threw off me wanting to use their products today. But I mean, I could have used their other products, like their blush, their mascara, that kind of thing, a lip gloss. But then it wouldn't tie into the Leaping Bunny thing. See, I just think that gives such a pretty soft, fluttery lash. It's just delicate. And that's one of the reasons why I actually do like this type of makeup. I don't normally wear this very little. Usually I'm wearing all the steps. I think that's where I differ. I like neutral makeup, but I don't wear what I'd call minimalist or natural makeup, because I mean it is obvious usually that I am wearing makeup because I'm wearing like a lot of blush or something, eyeshadow, foundation. I'm usually wearing all the steps, so this is definitely new for me. And the brows is definitely something that I have to get used to, because normally I wear brow products, but I do have a tinted brow gel, but I didn't really like it with this look. I felt like it made my brows too dark, and it just clashed with how very little is going on my face. Now, of course, you can take your concealer and spot conceal around your face too. I did do that some yesterday, and keep in mind, I don't have perfect skin. I do not. I don't have perfect skin. I have, these like spots and everything on me, sun spots and sun damage and acne, and I have all of that. But I mean, I'm not going to let that stop me from wearing makeup like this if that's what I want. And some days I do, especially these hot summer days. This yesterday was perfect because I was out and about a lot more yesterday when I was wearing this makeup. It was over 90 degrees, and I'm not sure what that might be in Celsius, like 30, 31? I'm not sure. Wait, 32 is 100 degrees, right? Okay, somewhere in there. I'll just say somewhere in there. And this was ideal. Now the next thing here is from e.l.f. This is their Camo Liquid Blush. Now this one is in Peach Perfect. Another reason why I picked this particular blush is because this is a pigmented blush. But this is the lightest shade they have. So it's not overpowering on my face is what I mean. So I'm just going to take a dot like that right there. That's why I really kind of picked this particular shade. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of lightly tap it off like that on my finger. I'm not going to just go straight in. I'm going to kind of tap some of it off and then go in. And then I can always build it up, but I'd rather start small. With a makeup look like this, it's better. And this shade is so perfect and pretty. It's the lightest shade in the range, like I mentioned. And because of that, it doesn't look too harsh. Now, this is the biggest difference where I differ. Normally, I like a lot of blush. I love to see blush. But for a makeup look like this, I just feel like it's not really the best option. If for a natural makeup look. But see, something like that, that's really soft, that's really delicate. And of course, you can build it up to how you want it. See, a part of me would love to go in with more, but I feel like it would take away from this kind of makeup, because the point of this is barely their makeup. Like, that's the point, is keeping this nice and soft. Now, you can go in with brushes, sponges, you can do whatever you want, but I just wanted to kind of keep this only fingers. Now, I know I did try that little puff. To me, I didn't see much of a difference between that and applying it with my fingers, so I just feel like you're better off just doing this. I'm also just keeping it in here. See, a lot of times I like to bring blush all the way up here, like really do this. I can't think of what that's called. Draping. I usually like to do that, but for a look like this, it would kind of stand out. Now I'm going to take also a teeny bit of that and place that like on the nose, just a little bit, because there's no foundation, there's nothing on the nose, but I want a little something there, just, to kind of tie in the blush a little bit. And I just feel like you do kind of naturally get a little bit, or at least I do. If like you get a little bit of sun-kissed or something, you definitely do get a little bit of color there. At least I do. I can't speak for anybody else. This is just the products that work for me with this type of look. And you can see it's just really soft makeup. It's very soft. It's subtle. There's not a lot going on. Now, I know this type of makeup might not look the best on camera, considering that I feel like on camera a lot of makeup looks better because, you know, ring lights and stuff can wash everything out, but in person, this is just a very pretty, simple type of makeup look. Like it's stunning. It's very pretty. Now, I'm going to take a little bit more of that on my finger, and I'm also going to apply a little bit of that to my lid. Just a touch of it. Nothing much. Just a little something, like to have a little bit of color, but it's very, very subtle. Like you're not seeing a lot of it. You're not. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take a regular plain spoolie, there's nothing on this, and just lightly brush through these brows. That's it. No product, no nothing. I'm just brushing them up. And then for the lips, we're going to use that Makeup by Mario product. Now, I picked this because I also picked it because it's a mini. I like that this, well, you can only get one shade of this in a mini in the shade Pink Glow. But I do like that I have a mini of this right now. And this shade, without wearing it with a lip liner or anything, and just blot it on, it's very similar to my natural lip color. Now, it's not peachy. I know the blush is a little bit more peachy, so I really should probably pick a different blush. I have some more shades in this e.l.f. blush. Maybe I should try one of them instead. Something with maybe a little bit more pink than peach, but I do like more of the peachy warm tones, and that's the lightest shade in the range. That's why I picked it, but I have a shade that's a little bit more pink. That might actually be better, but this was just me trying this out. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to blot this on, like just tap it like this. And you see it's not a lot, and it looks like my natural lip color. Like, that's what I like about this particular shade, but like I said, you can't buy a mini of this one just so. This come in the birthday gift, but he does have that Pink Glow shade, which I feel like that would be pretty too, because it might go on really almost like a pinky clear, you know what I mean? Like those kinds of shades, but I mean, but there we have it. I know that this is just the most simple, minimalist makeup look. You know, it doesn't even look like I'm really wearing anything, but I feel like that's the point of this kind of makeup, and if you're into that, which I normally wear a lot more, it definitely took me I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I wear all the steps. I usually wear everything. I mean, eyeshadow and all of it. But I don't know, I like doing this because it made me really think about products in my collection, like what would I do if I was a minimalist? Like if this was actually products, I was doing this every single day. And I think it's pretty. I think it's really pretty. You know, it's very subtle, very simple. It's pretty to me. I know not everybody is into this, no makeup. I totally understand. It's totally fine. I just wanted to try it out. I saw her video and I just wanted to try something. Just kind of give myself, well, I don't want to say a challenge, because it's not really a challenge for me to wear minimal product, but I think just picking the products out was the challenge. Maybe I should have taken you along with me, but I can always do makeup like this in the future and actually take you along with me and look through my collection and pick more products and then why I would pick them. Because there's way more product out there than these 4 products. But I do hope that you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, I hope you will please consider leaving a like, a comment, or subscribing if you haven't already. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you are alerted to all my future uploads, and follow me on Instagram at jessicadeerly. All of these products will be listed and linked for you below. They are affiliate links, so if you click through and purchase, I do earn a small commission. And if you choose to do so, thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. And if you would wear a makeup look like this, what products would you pick? Like, I would love to know. If you would even consider doing something like this, what would be the products? I mean, however many products you want. It could be 5, it could be 6, you know, anything. I just wanted to go for the 4 here just to see if I could do it. But I would just really love to know. I would love to know what products you'd pick. But I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!